Hey everybody, Bob Chick along with Betty Pariso from mygotosource.com. And Betty, we are here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, new grounds.
Absolutely.
As you and Ed are putting together another Europa. Now this is taking the place of Hartford. We were there for a few years, couldn't quite get the feel for that. So we moved it to Atlantic City. But an interesting story, we were talking earlier. You said, hey, first time we've been in Atlantic City and all that. You were here 10 years ago.
Was 2005 or 6, I can't remember exactly the year, but I competed here and stayed at this hotel, was at the convention center at the Atlantic City
and had no recall of that.
It's just, I don't know, I had to look it up in my schedule and realize I really was here. But competitors, we hibernate, stay in our room, tan, eat, go to the show and leave, and you don't get to see the sights, but I would encourage everybody to come here and see the sights because it's a great place. We really enjoyed our day.
Well, here 10 years ago as a competitor, now of course you turned the page, now here as promoter for this Europa inaugural Atlantic City show. So, and it's a blockbuster. I mean, it's just like the other Europas for those that come to the other shows, Orlando, Dallas, Phoenix, and now we've got a brand new one coming up next year.
Next year, Charlotte, we're going to add our
fifth Europa.
Fifth show, yeah, fifth show.
So things are moving and grooving here, but we've got a great lineup. We've got pro classes here. We've got Olympia qualifications up. We've got an NPC show, and of course, all the good stuff that goes along with any Europa. The bounce house will be in full effect, Betty, at the competition.
All the kids zone, everything going on with that. The obstacle course, the prize money that's on that.
And, we joke about that because we used to kind of put the bounce house in to kind of fill up some space and all, but it's actually become a very integral part of the Europa because now it's not just the bounce house; it's the kids zone.
It's the kids zone.
But it's a great excuse for the parents to come, and the kids actually got somewhere to go, they got somewhere to play, they got somewhere to be active and physical.
And it's all supervised. There are people there.
That's right.
They don't throw them at a bounce house. They're actual, things for them to do, and it's supervised. We have all of them get prizes. Every kid goes away with 2 prizes. So
everyone's a winner. It's like the duck pond over here.
Stuffed animals and fun things. So we really want to make it fun for them and make it fun for the parents to let them go play.
And we've got stuff for anything from kids, obviously little, that go and spend some time there having some fun and running around. The kids a little bit older, we've got some huge events here. The wrestling tournament is huge, for those kids. CrossFit is huge. We've got arm wrestling, we've got powerlifting, we've got strong.
All the martial arts.
All the martial arts, and we'd be remiss, Betty, if we didn't mention your partner, of course, Scott Templeton, who's got a lot to do with this stuff. One of the co-promoters. He's been involved from day one.
Yes, he's the one that really helps recruit some of the other events and things, and gets out there and kind of beats the bushes to see what else can we bring to the show. And get those contacts and get that set up for us.
All right, Betty, $1 million question. What's tougher, preparing for a competition as a competitor or as a promoter?
Oh, wow. Well, geez, that's hard, Bob.
That's why I get the big bucks.
I loved competing. I miss competing, but that was very stressful too. I mean, this is fun. I feel like this is something I'm doing for other people, and we enjoy this. It's a different level of stress. But it's fun. It's fun. And
very rewarding, of course, as we see that place packed up. And, obviously this is a first-year show. We're expecting a good crowd, but you've got stuff like Dallas has been around for 25 years, I think now, or it's evolved from the the Southwest Texas pro to now obviously what you see.
And it's like our baby. We say that our shows are like our baby, and we watch them grow from an idea or signing a contract with a new city or whatever, and then you see all of it come together. And we go over to the convention center, usually on Wednesday, and it's empty. There's nothing there, and then a few things. They're marking the floor, and if you could do a video of that and see how it just blossoms to what you see on Friday when the doors open. It's really cool. It's like, hey, we did this, and we did it.
Once that balloon arch goes up, things are ready to rock and roll. But speaking of which, Betty, you and your husband Ed, who have been putting these shows on for years now, obviously 5 Europas now are going to be out there. They're all over the country, so people can kind of get to them from every corner. But you've got some bigger stuff you've been working on. Now, this has been in the works for about a year, and it's going to be unveiled first week past October. Tell us about it.
Well, that's one thing I thought Ed would talk about, but he's not here. So it's the Cyber Games, and that is something that it's a online expo. So you can go, you can be at home, and you don't have to travel. We want you to come to our expos, but this is something you can do 365 days a year.
So this is an online version. So it's just like you're going to a Europa Expo, except obviously we only have 5 of these a year, and obviously they're in certain areas. But this is basically a Europa. This is huge. I mean, because this is very state of the art, technologically speaking. It's the most advanced thing that they pretty much got out right now.
Right.
And it's a means that you can actually go to a Europa Expo virtually, online, 24/7, 365 days a year.
Walk in, go to the booth you want to go to. You'll get samples. You'll get all kinds of goodies. You can purchase things. Talk with other competitors.
And there's pros on there.
There'll be pros on there. You can get
at the booths.
Tips. Yeah, everything. Yeah, every booth that you see at the Europa, or the big ones, are coming on and having their booth online virtually. So it's something that
this is
cool, it's cutting edge, and
yeah.
it's really fun. And
well, it's definitely cutting edge. Like I say, it's the most technologically advanced stuff that they got in the market right now. You guys, I know you've been working very hard on this, and Ed tirelessly for the last year to put this thing together. That's coming out in just about a month now or
Probably after the Phoenix show in October. That's about when it will.
So about mid-October. We're going to have all that information, of course, right here at mygotosource.com. So keep you guys posted on here, because you're going to be able to find out how to get to that, how to navigate it, how to get yourself some, more importantly, free stuff. The only thing we don't have in there, and this is where it gets a little sad, you can't taste your bread pudding online.
Oh, that's true.
For that, you have to come out to one of the Europas.
And you have to be a competitor.
And you have to be a competitor, but we'd still sneak you in there. But that's okay. You got one more shot. Of course, we got Phoenix coming up.
Yes, October
10th and 11th. 10th and 11th, of course, in Phoenix, Arizona. That's turned into a huge show. So if any of you guys in the Phoenix area, make sure to come on out to that. Say hello to Betty. You can try some of that bread pudding. I'll sneak you in. Don't say nothing. All right, that's going to wrap things up there for My Go-To. This is Betty Pariso, and I'm Bob Chick, signing out.